All right, we're not going to do all of these. So just for, like, don't feel like, oh my God, we don't have time to do all these. We're not going to do all of them. We're going to do it, to where it's appropriate so that, we have time. Okay. Couple things. You might want to, you're either going to have to split screen, write this on paper, or log into your phone on the Google Meet, and then you can do this on Notability. Okay? So one of those two things. Okay?
Mr. Jingler?
Yes.
So I have to do it like on PDF because my iPad broke and I got this computer, so it's like it don't have Notability, so I'm just doing it on PDF. That's fine. Like I can still do it, but it's just not gonna be on Notability. Is that okay?
As long as you could submit it on Google Classroom and I can see it.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, that's fine. Where's your iPad?
In my room broke. I need to go get it fixed.
Yes, get that fixed. Because really, then with the computer too, you could be on the Meet on the computer and then do this on Notability. That'd be awesome. Okay. Yeah. But yes, temporarily though, that'll work as long as you can submit it to me on Google Classroom. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go, guys. Jump in and stop me if I have a question. Jamari, we got to be respectful of the chat here, guys. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, when you have like terms on the same side of the equal sign, you got to put those together first. All right, guys, I'm gonna open up my calculator. All right. -2 minus 8. Okay, so 8n minus 10 equals -2. Okay. Now, I got to get n by itself. I got to get n by itself. All right, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Okay. 8n equals 8. Okay. Now, 8n means multiply, so I'm going to divide. So divide both sides by 8, n is equal to 1. Okay. Now, how much work do you absolutely have to show? I show a little bit more work because I'm doing that with and for you guys. If I was doing this for myself, like if I was making an answer key to grade a test like in person, all right, I would have that line, and then I would add in my head, and then I would divide in my head, all right? If you go from here to n equals 1, that's not okay. Okay, so you could skip like this kind of line and this kind of line, but you do have to go, this is a 3-step equation. You have to do 3 things, so you should have 3 lines, okay? All right, some are even real basic. -n plus 5n equals 8. Okay, so -n plus 5n. So that's -1 plus 5 if you need help with the calculator. All right. -1 plus 5. So 4n equals 8. 4n means multiply, so we're going to divide. N is equal to 2. Okay. All right. Can everybody hear and see my screen and everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a second. All right. Let's go to 5. Now you got variables on both sides. Okay. You have variables on both sides, and you have 2 variables on the same side. So you got an x and a 4. Those don't go together. But then you got a -6x and an x. Those, you have to put those 2 together. We got to put these 2 together. Okay. So -6 plus 1. Okay. So -4x minus 4 equals negative 5x. Okay. All right, now, because there's only an x on this side and there's nothing else, I'm gonna move this x over there, because if I do it the other way, then there'll be nothing here. It'll be blank. I don't want that. Okay. So it's a negative 4x, so I'm gonna add 4x. Okay. So negative 5 plus 4, negative 1. Negative 4 equals negative x. Two negatives will make a positive. X equals 4. Okay. All right, 7. We're just going to skip around and, whatever. Okay. All right. Collect like terms on this side. Now notice the sign in front of the number is what goes with it. So 4 plus 2. Okay. So 6 minus 8x on that side. And then just bring down this. Okay. Guys, I got an eye on the chat. If you got a question, either turn the mic on and just speak up or jump in on the chat. Okay.
So for homework, you want us to like show work and whatnot?
Well, on the homework, that's a good question. So the homework, you might want to use a piece of paper, but on the homework, it's just all, you're going to type that stuff in. You know what I mean? The homework is on the website, but you might want a piece of paper, or instead of paper, just open up a Notability doc just so that you can write something without a piece of paper. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, Suemi, you realize that you're going to submit this, right? When we're done? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Negative 7x plus 8x, 3 plus x. Suemi, you got to submit this. Equals 6. All right,
I know I'm doing it.
3. X equals 3. Okay? Yeah, guys, some of the homework, you're going to have to be able to write stuff. Okay? This might help if you do Notability on your iPad and the Meet on your phone. Okay? All right, we're going to do 2 with parentheses, and then we're done. Okay? We're going to do 2 with parentheses. Guys, the parentheses, the distributive property, really just means multiply. Okay? So, but you got to multiply everything here. So you're going to multiply negative 6 times x. That's negative 6x. All right? And then you got to do negative 6 times negative 4. All right? And 24. All right, so plus 24. 2 negatives make a positive. Equals 12 minus 2x. Okay? All right, now I'm going to do this one twice to show you what happens. Okay? All right, this time I'm going to move this 2x over there. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. So I bring the x's to the left. Okay, negative 4x plus 24 equals 12. All right, subtract 24. Negative 4x equals 12 minus 24, negative 12. All right, divide by negative 4. Notice you have a negative and a negative. Why can't I divide by negative 4? Why can't I divide by negative 4? I don't understand. Negative 12 divided by negative 4. Why can't I do that? positive 3. Okay. All right. Notice this last line though. A negative divided by a negative gets you a positive. Okay. All right. Over here, let me go the other direction. I'm going to move this 6x over there. Okay. 24 equals 12 plus 4x. Now I'm going to subtract 12. Okay. 12 is equal to 4x. All right, so notice the difference.
So then
On the left, I got 2 negatives, and on the right, I got 2 positives. But when you divide, what happens anyway?
plus 6, 22
Still
minus.
comes out positive. All right? So whether you go left or right doesn't matter. Okay? All right, one more. 22 minus 2v equals. Now here, I just want to distribute the negative, okay? Negative 4v plus 6. Okay? So I'm going to add the 4v so it's bigger, so it's positive. So that's gone. 22 plus 2v equals 6. Okay? I got to get the v by itself, so I'm going to subtract 22. Okay? 2v equals 6 minus 22, negative 16. Divide that by 2. V equals negative 8. All right? Now, unless you want to use a piece of paper, you're going to, first of all, right now, you're going to submit this back to me because you completed it. Okay? You're going to get points for doing this with me in class. Okay? All right? So you're going to get points every time we do notes like this, just so that I know you're doing it. All right?
Do we have to do the evens too, or no?
No. When we do the notes, good question, okay? When we do the notes, you are just doing whatever it is that I did, all right? It's not like an extra assignment. If we were in school, I wouldn't collect anything like this. I would just be walking around and I would know you did it because I'm like watching you, right? But at home, I don't, you have to do this, but how do I know you're doing it unless I collect it, right? All right, so send it to Google Drive, okay? All right, go back to Classroom, and right here, I can't submit it because I'm the teacher, I'm not the student, okay? You're going to submit it back. So if you're absent today on your own time, then you're going to have to do this, all right? You're going to get points for doing it, okay? All right, now, your homework doesn't have a second assignment. Oh, I'm going to stop recording this, all right? We're done with that, all right? Your homework